MTV presents the US Top 20 Countdown. All the uppers and the downers, so tune in twice a week for the latest US sounds.
Respect and greetings, this is me, Apache Indian, still here at the Tough Gong Factory, the pressing plant. I'm taking you to the first stage already, and this is the stamper. We showed you how the stamper's made. The stamper's there right now. This is for a single. Seen? Now, how does that become a record? All right, we have the PVC vinyl that goes in here. This is it. Yes, as originally as just grains. Push it all in there, it comes out. Here we go. We're going to put this in between. Going to flatten it out. It's hot right off the press and it's going to go in between the labels. It's going to go right in between the labels. Right there it goes. And get our next label on top. All right. That goes right onto the stamper, the main stamper. We don't tell you how that's made already. The stamper goes on there. And what do we do now? We set it. While we're waiting for that, that's going to get ready. We're going to show you a video. Bob Marley, I Shot the Sheriff. All right, make sure you don't go now. We're going to bring in the second part.
Watch the sun, watch out, and the thing not shock out, get washed out. Yo, this is the queen of the dancehall, Apache, and you're watching MTV's reggae sound system. Don't move the dial or else. I have to say that by law.
All right, the vinyl's gone in there. The vinyl's coming out. It's ready. It's coming straight out. And there it is. We have the vinyl ready for you right from scratch here at Tough Gong Studio, Kingston, Jamaica. We have the vinyl straight out of the machine, live off the press. This is why it's called hot off the press. Cut off the edges, cut off the trimmings. And here we go. Straight from Kingston, Jamaica, Tough Gong. We show you all the way through how it goes. This is me, Apache Indian, chilling, sing, respect every time.
Get some meat for dinner, let it chill out.
You cannot escape the 1995 MTV Europe Music Awards. Vote and you can unlock the secret of who will be awarded Best Male. Here are the nominees: Neil Young, Dr. Dre, Lenny Kravitz, Michael Jackson, Scatman John. To vote for Best Male, phone using your international access code, then 449902000580. Or write to the following address: MTV Europe, PO Box 1384, London, NW1 8UH, UK. Or email. Plus, you can cast your vote at these retail outlets. You and only you hold the key. November 23rd, the MTV Europe Music Awards, sponsored by Burger King, Apple, Lee Jeans, and Mitsubishi Motors.
The pad that was using before was perfectly comfortable, did the job, and I didn't really have any complaints with it.
What makes Always different to conventional towels?
Spend an hour on the badminton court and don't even notice, then there's got to be something good about Always.
The Always surface is different from conventional towels, drawing virtually all the liquid into the towel, so you feel fresh and dry.
You don't have to believe me, you try them and see if they suit you.
With Always, all you feel is fresh and dry. Experience the difference.
Okay, people, prepare yourself for the manhunt. And remember, he's packing a Yorkie. Ready? Yeah.
Best Swing 95. 40 essential swing flavors on one brilliant album. Classics from the old school and brand new flavors. It's a massive double dose of the ultimate swings. Get Best Swing 95.
Och då är den gång så kan du
Artificial and nice. Und du nice, frische Bonbon, ohne Zucker.
Der Opel Tigra.
Oh, look. Made an MTV logo. Want to see?
Well, I didn't want to show it to you anyway!
Hello and good night, everybody. Yes, it's me, Hugo.
And me, Kinsey.
I always wanted to be blonde.
And I always wanted to have a beard.
See you later.
One step
This is me, Apache Indian, right here on MTV's Reggae Sound System, still here at Tough Gong, Kingston, Jamaica, bringing this show to a close. It's been a special tribute to Robert Nesta Marley himself. I hope you enjoyed it all over the world, Europe, America, England, all over the place. Big up all the Indian massive all the place still. Seeing respect.
A very, very big hello and welcome to the Soul of MTV, which today pays special tribute to some of the old school soul singers still making waves today. Now, first on the list is Stevie Wonder, who took time out to talk to us earlier this year. The legend that is Stevie Wonder, master of the keyboards, harmonica and drums, producer, writer and singer extraordinaire, has been making music for the last 35 years. His unique style and exceptional talents have enabled him to work with the likes of Whitney Houston, the Four Tops, Minnie Riperton, Denise Williams, the Jackson 5, Cyrita and Quincy Jones. He's been a source of inspiration for many, and his work has been covered by several artists.
No, yeah!
I felt that they did a great interpretation of that song. It was an emotional interpretation. It was like I believed what was being sung. It convinced me that this person really felt this way with the lyric. The same with Till You Come Back to Me that Aretha Franklin did. I mean, I did Till You Come Back to Me some years ago, but there's no comparison to the one that I did to Aretha did. Yeah, Aretha blew this song out. My do me.
Berry Gordy's Motown record label is the base from which little Stevie Wonder's career grew, and he flourished beside many of the Motown greats.
I used to always mock the voice of Berry Gordy right there, because he had a very unique, he has a very unique voice to me. It's like, it's fantastic, you're ridiculous, it's a gonna hit record. I remember when I met him, I did a few songs, not knowing that Berry Gordy's in the room when he came over to me. And I think I said something like, oh, you're Berry Gordy. Yeah, Berry Gordy. Yeah, and young fella, what do you do? What are you supposed to be a talented kid, huh? What makes you so special? I said, I can sing better than Smokey Robinson.
Right about here, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce you a very outstanding young man that's more or less considered as being a genius of our time. And he happens to be only 12 years old. Let's sure not make him feel happens to feed and greet the 12-year-old genius himself, little Stevie Wonder.
There was a time when I would want different things, like I wanted to maybe borrow the tape recorder from Motown, and I would call up and say, Rebecca, Stevie wants this recorded. It's okay for him to have it. This is Barry. I'm not in the office now, but let him use it for a few days. It's okay, no problem. And the tape recorder would be given to me. He thought it was Barry, you know.
Everybody say yeah! Say yeah! Say yeah! 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 Yeah!
I came relatively early on in the Motown days, and so I was very excited with meeting people like the Supremes and Diana Ross, as it was then. I wanted to meet Jackie Wilson so bad. I always wanted to meet Jackie Wilson because I listened to his music. I thought he had an incredible voice, and I used to hear he did flips on the stage and the splits and all this stuff, and so it was an exciting thing for me to meet those people.
I've been trying to get Stevie to write me a song since he was about 9 or 10 years old. The first time I saw him at Motown, it was such a sweet story because he used to always kind of just touch me in the face and to know, I guess, to know how I looked or what I looked like. And
everyone that was over 11 years of age was my parent, so I couldn't eat too much candy. I had to go home at a certain time to make sure I went to bed. When I was on the road, I had to study, and yet it was a great time because I was surrounded with a lot of love. I'm very thankful that I grew up in the time that I did, that I met the people that I did, because all of them played a very significant part in my life in the shaping of who and what I am today.
His album of 1976, Songs in the Key of Life, has been his most prestigious, winning him several Grammy Awards.
I love Songs in the Key of Life a lot myself. That was when the major change happened in my life. When I first started out with Songs in the Key of Life, working on the songs before I had a title, was really in 73, 74. It's a very, very sensitive time in my life. But I think it was a good album, if I can say that. I'm not gonna say I want to go to make one better than Songs of Key of Life. I just want to make a great album, and hopefully, if it is better than Songs of Key of Life, it will be.
For several months, rumour had it that Stevie was moving to sunnier climes, Ghana, West Africa.
The rabbit bit black. Life is a summer not crime.
I would love to live there at some point permanently, yes. But there is still a lot that I'm doing at home in the States. So I probably will be going back and forth. At this point in time, I do plan to spend a lot of time in Ghana. And that's about it.
It's been almost 5 years since the conception of his latest album, Conversation Piece, and once again, he's given us an album which is typically Stevie.
I started with the idea once I had a few songs together, and probably early '90, and I felt very excited about calling it Conversation Piece, spelled P-I-E-C-E, meaning as an art, piece of art, or something that one would look at and it would be a conversation piece. We know the saying. And then came the decision to change the spelling from peace to peace, meaning unity, or peace of mind, P-E-A-C-E. And that's where it all started, and that's why. And working with Conversation Piece, it's also been a very sensitive time on a lot of different levels as well. And I've met in these years some really wonderful people, and all of those people are responsible for playing a part, in making this album happen.
la, 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 la.
Who needs to get boxed in when Salon Selectives has all the options you need for all the needs of your hair? The complete range from Salon Selectives lets you choose whatever your type of hair, even if it's more than one type. Salon Selectives, your hair, your choice.
Ronnie, the guy we're looking for, named Roy M.
All right, check that app, CPPS, Lloyd.
And listen to me, Ronnie. Ty Barretto, thick as no weight.
Surfing into back bowl. Bamboo, always one step ahead. Now dapping, not dap, so are you just cat? One step ahead. Check out Back Bowl.
Welcome back, and from Stevie Wonder we move on to Miss Anita Baker, now a mother but still a singer. In fact, she'll be performing in the UK next week, so if you're off to the concert, have a wicked time. And if not, then you'll just have to settle with the chat we had with the lady herself in New York last year.
I've always wanted a family, especially, you know, after I found this really cool guy and married him, I'm like, well, I gotta have kids now, you know? And we hadn't been so lucky with that early on. We tried, and, you know, we just couldn't seem to get that going. And so as a result, you know, I just kept working, because at some point my work sort of validated me. You know, it's like, well, if I'm not working, if I'm not on the road, if I'm not making music, then, you know, who am I? And what am I? And there came a point where all of that just became a really bad way to live. You know, I needed a life, and kids for me, you know, and my husband is part of what makes up a complete life. I mean, it was like album road, album road, album road. And we were, this is a typical scenario of a tour schedule. Album releases in May. We're on the road by June, and we come home maybe for Thanksgiving. You come in day before Thanksgiving, you throw down one bag, you eat some turkey, and you pick up another one, and you're gone. You know, and the Christmas parties, all of that stuff, man, took place on the road. And so now, you know, because I got like 2 little lives here, you know, that really depend on me, I have to prioritize. Sweet Love just kind of came to me in the shower, you know. It started out as a demo that was sent to me by Gary Bias and Louis Johnson, not the bassist, Louis Johnson. And basically there was a melody on it that would not leave me, and the melody was basically the the first half of the first verse, which is, with all my heart, I love you, baby, da da da, da 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 da. And that much of that song would not leave me. And I found myself in the shower just humming that over and over and over again. And by the time I was getting out of the shower, the rest of the song had come through me. And it was the biggest song I've ever had. There is no discipline to me. The things that I do strictly on, pardon the pun, on rhythm, when I'm doing the right thing. When I try to plan my life and try to put down a schedule upon which I'm gonna live my life, it never works, man. When I tried to say, okay, 1987, tour with Luther Vandross, get pregnant, have baby, it didn't work. There was no way. But the moment that I started listening to my body, and my body said, look, stop the road, it's too much, go home, I did that. And it just all came naturally. When it was time to give in to the maternal feelings, I do that. When it's time to give in to the muse for the music, I do that. And my body and my spirit tells me. I just have to listen to it. Of a performance, you got a little bit of emotion going. I got a migraine on that video. I hadn't had a migraine in like 3 years. I hadn't had one in 3 years. I mean, the positions you have to put your body in, you have to contort your, oh man, there's the scene, I'm going up and down in this elevator, up and down, up and down. You know, I'm in this car and I'm not driving. Well, act like you're driving. I don't know, I don't drive. I don't know how to do this. And so it's a necessary evil. The record is doing incredible. I mean, and after this long, I swear to God, I didn't expect anybody I expected Anita, who? What? Oh yeah, she's the pregnant girl. She's like the baby lady now, you know. So I just got a lot to be happy about.
Do you watch MTV?
Sí.
Do you like money?
Sí.
Do you really like money?
Sí. Carlos, MTV.
Then play MTV Video Lotto. Look out for MTV Money Bags. Collect 3 and you could win £1,000, or you can trade it for more money. How about a Mitsubishi 4-wheel drive? You can play MTV Video Lotto every day, 7 days a week.
Alleenstaande kinderen. In Rwanda zijn er veel. Stichting Vluchteling is op zoek naar hun moeder, vader of familie. Help ons zoeken. Giro 999.
I veckans nummer av Veckorevyn träffat Drömprinsen, så håller det i längden. Sveriges snyggaste killar, vem vill du ha? Sekter, så lätt fångar de dig. Tjejer och datorer, stor surfskola. Allt detta i en extra tjock tidning. Köp nya numret innan alla andra gör det.
Best Swing 95. 40 essential swing flavors on one brilliant album. Classics from the old school and brand new flavors. It's a massive double dose of the ultimate swing. Get Best Swing 95.
And now we move on to Big Bad Barry White, the voice behind a host of Barry babies and many romantic and fond memories, I'm sure. A very big welcome back. You're watching The Soul of MTV, and we're taking a break from talking about the music of other artists to put the soul spotlight on Barry White. Barry, you're halfway through a European tour.
Right, Lisa.
So how's that been going?
Excellent.
Yeah?
Excellent, yeah.
Germany so far, where else?
Well, by the time this airs, we'll be been to Wembley and...
in London?
Yeah, Royal Albert Hall in London, Manchester.
Okay, so and where is the tour going to finish and when?
It's going to finish in about 21 months. And it's going to end in Egypt.
Life on the road, give us a brief description of how it all works.
Very hectic. It's my unit, my organization is very organized. They have to be, because I travel with so many people, you know, and it's I get up every day at 11 o'clock and give my voice a chance to wake up.
11 o'clock's quite a good time.
Yeah, well, I have to let my voice wake up before I go singing up on a stage. So I do that with rehearsals. There's meetings all day. There's other things I'm doing in America. Concerning the album, the new videos, press, or whatever it is.
And then you go to the venue and perform.
Yeah, then you go to the venue and perform. When you get through performing, there's more meetings. Yeah.
It's hard life.
Yes, it is. It's a good life, though, man.
Of course, of course. Going right back to the beginning, sort of the early days of Barry White, as it were, you used to get into a bit of trouble when you were younger.
Oh, when I was a teenager, yeah. Well, I was a young gangster in America, you know. There's many ghettos, there's many poverty areas, and wherever people are and nothing else to do, they create things to do. And in our situation in America, it was ganging, it's gangsters. And I did that till I was 16, and that's when I knew I had to change my life.
I've heard people say that too much of anything is not good for you, baby.
When did your voice break?
When I was 14.
So did your mom get a real shock?
Yeah, we both did. We both were very amazed, should I say. My whole body rattled. You know, when I spoke to my mother, scared the hell out of me.
And at 14, well, I mean, were you quite tall for your age or anything? Or did you look like a youngster with this sort of deep voice?
Yeah, and then I became a freak of the neighborhood for about 30 days, yeah.
Is everyone making you speak?
Yeah, say hello, say hi, say something. My brother was, I think, was the most amazed, because he was the one going around there. Say hello to him, Barry. And they want to know how I made my voice do that, you know, all those kind of things. But we got through it, and that voice became the voice of that human being today.
Let's talk about fans. Have you had any sort of obsessive fans or any nightmares? Or?
I've had some very pursuing fans, women who give me gifts of their keys to their houses, and their little addresses on them, and you know, things like that, but that's normal.
Have you ever taken any of those offers up?
No.
All right.
When I don't know people, I'm very, very cautious, extremely cautious. They throw their panties up on the stage. About 8 women in my career have stripped down naked at concerts. But those are now and then, you know. But I just take them as compliments and no more. That's all it is.
Wow. Rather you than me.
Don't go changing, trying to please me.
What about all these Barry babies?
There's a lot of them. Yeah, that's a nice compliment when people bring me a child and said, her name is Barry, B-A-R-R-I-E. We named after you. We conceived her from your song, Can't Get Enough, First and Last, whichever a song they call. Those are nice compliments. But they're going to have babies anyway.
Of course.
You know, I really don't have a lot to do with that. I take it as a compliment that they thought enough of Barry White to name their child after me. You know, it was conceived on a record they were playing that night. Whether it was Barry White or Michael Jackson, they were going to play somebody's music that night. They wanted music in the night they was making love.
The new album, it's a concept album.
Uh-huh.
So fill us in on the stories
Well, the
behind it.
concept has always been the same. Barry White's concept album. I was the first artist to start recording concept albums back in 1973 because most companies didn't know how to make albums. They catch a lot of singles and then call it greatest hits or the best of and put them out. But there's actually a science to making an album. And I wanted this album to carry the science of Barry White, the formula of Barry White. No different than any other album I've recorded. Hey, babe.
Practice What You Preach is a video we've been playing a lot on MTV. What's the song all about?
Well, it's about a guy who has had a friendly relationship with this lady. But every time he's with her and they visit each other, the conversation ends up she telling him how she could make love to him and what she could do to him, you know. So he just finally quit telling me about it. Practice what you preach, you know.
Jam and Lewis were two of the producers you worked with on this new album. What was that experience like?
Beautiful. All the producers I worked with on this album was beautiful. My godson, Chucky Booker, Jack Perry, Gerald Levert, Tony Nicholas. I enjoyed working with all the young guys.
Do you listen to your own music and not just...
Only when I'm recording.
Exactly.
When I'm recording it, because my mind keeps moving on.
Right.
The minute I finish the Icon album, I'm ready for whatever's next, which was the tour. When this tour is over, before this tour is over, I'll be flirting with the studio in my mind. I want to go back in.
Keep moving.
That's right, baby.
One of the tracks that Jam and Lewis produced for you was Come On.
Yeah.
And we're going to play that right now.
Okay.
But talk us up to the video. Introduce it.
Well, this is Barry White, Jam and Lewis working together for the first time. And I am very thrilled with the outcome of the project. And here it is, come on.
You cannot escape the 1995 MTV Europe Music Awards. Vote and you can unlock the secret of who will be awarded Best Female. Here are the nominees. Bjork, Sheryl Crow, PJ Harvey, Janet Jackson, Madonna. To vote for Best Female, phone using your international access code, then 44990200580. Or write to the following address: MTV Europe, PO Box 1384, London, NW1 8UH, UK. Or email. Plus, you can cast your vote at these retail outlets. You and only you hold the key. November 23rd, the MTV Europe Music Awards, sponsored by Burger King, Apple, Lee Jeans, and Mitsubishi Motors.
Je commence là? The Christ Street is the road of Pagina. Je comprends rien.
If you feel like patting your feet, pat your feet. If you feel like clapping your hands, clap your hands. And if you feel like taking off your shoes, take off your shoes.
L, jetzt kennenlernen. 3 L plus Telefonkarte für nur 15 Mark. 0130 10 15.
Der Tierversand. Ruf einfach an 0180 34567 und du kriegst unseren aktuellen Katalog mit allem, was du so brauchst, um total erreichbar zu sein. Also, jetzt anrufen. Tierversand. Einfach geschickt.
The back this way, up a bit. Okay, let it go.
Masters in their field and the brains behind so many hits. The Isley Brothers are still going strong. And that's just about it for today. How many tunes can we cram into 1 hour, I ask you? Bobby Brown will be in the Soul Spotlight this coming Sunday. And also look out for his wife, Whitney Houston, on the Soul of MTV on Wednesday. So put those dates in your diary. Have a wicked weekend. If you can't be good, be careful. And no doubt I'll be seeing you very soon. Easy.